Uh, I'm just gonna talk really quickly because we have to leave very soon.
No, we have 40 minutes.
We have what? Okay, all right. I'm gonna talk for 35 of those minutes now. How's everybody? What do people do stuff for the holidays? You do like fun stuff? You see family and stuff? My friend came to visit me. I'm so poor that everywhere we went, he was like, "Do you want $5? Do you need?" He just kept trying to like secretly give me money like throughout the. He's like, "So I paid for the last thing, so I really think that I should pay for the next thing." I don't see the logic in that. I don't know if you guys are like me, but when I see a black comedian come out on stage, I'm like, "Oh, we about to see some raw ass shit. It's about to go down." But I'm from Ohio, and there's nothing raw about me. Corey, she leads a rawer life than I do. Like, she goes to work in a sports bra. That's like, that would be the scariest thing I could buy. Like, I have a tank top on underneath this, and like, if I did that, I would feel like everyone would be like, "Is there a guy standing up there, or 2 mic stands?" There are 2 types of black people. Chris Rock has that great joke. This is a different one. There are 2 types of black people. There are black people and there's blackish people. Have you guys heard about that show, Blackish? Yeah, fuck that show. Unless anyone here representative hiring. No. But no, really, black people and there's blackish people. Black people see other black people and they get excited. They're like, "Oh, what's up? Give me a pound. How you doing?" Right? Yo, what's up? Right? But blackish people, or people like me, are used to being the only black people in their circles. So when they see other black people, it's immediately like, "Round 1, fight!" Like, immediately want to like win over the white people in the room by trying to like one-up them. It's like, "Oh hey, Silver Linings Playbook, that's a great film, right?" Then he'd be like, "I prefer the 23rd Street Conundrum. It's a German expressionist film. Not a lot of people know it." And then the Halo voice would come on, "Slayer," and I'd be like, "No, stop knowing more white things than I do." I gotta come back with music. Mumford & Sons, that's a great band, right? He'd be like, "I prefer the Slanted Triangle. They are a German pop band. They did the music to the 23rd Street Conundrum." I'm like, "No! Stop knowing more obscure white things than me." The Halo voice comes on again, "Untouchable." Like, he's winning. But then one of the white people will make like a black joke, and then he and I both together are like, "That's so funny, sir." And then nobody wins. The Yellow voice comes on, "Killing spree." I said I was from Ohio before. It's true. I'm from Akron, Ohio. I'm from the same area as LeBron James, and he and I have met. Let me tell you guys a quick story, and then we'll leave. This is the story of how I met LeBron James. Back in high school, like before he made it big, there were like myths about LeBron James. People were like, "Oh, LeBron broke the backboard," stuff like that. When you're young and black and you look like me in Ohio, affirmative action is really good to you. So I got to work at the very prestigious Regal Cinemas in Montrose. And one day I'm behind the ticket booth, and from behind the counter I hear like murmurs like, "Oh, LeBron James." And I look up, sure enough, there's LeBron James, and this is how he came in. He came like this. He got the tickets, man. And then he walked off, and I thought, wow, I've met LeBron James. Now, he was hunched over like that, not because he was laughing, but because he was so tall, he was like, "I'm going to hit the ceiling, let me duck down." And then 4 other people came in. They did have the tickets, but they never handed it to me. There was no transaction. They just walked by. I guess that's what happens when you roll with LeBron James. I look up and I'm filled with like joy, but I catch another usher and she is fuming. She's like, I'm like, "What's wrong, smile? You just met LeBron James." She's like, "Oh, you didn't see it? They brought in popcorn from the Copper Popper," which is a store and not our concession stand. She's like, "You gotta go in there and get it." I'm like, "Well, why can't you go in there and get it?" She's like, "I'm on break." And she took off her hat and she left. So now I have to go inside the theater and get popcorn from LeBron James, who is 3 of me tall. So I go inside and I'm like, "Hey, They're the only ones there in the theater. At the bottom of the screen, you see like 4 silhouettes, and it's their heads because they're blocking the projection. I get up to there, and I'm like, excuse me. Somebody said you had Somebody said you had popcorn? They said nothing. They just locked eyes with me. My insides melted away. It was like a Capri Sun commercial from 1996. They just slithered out and they went away. Finally, one of them goes, "Man, cut your head off." I don't know what that means. So, being me, I left like Gumby with no bones. Retreat! I got out and I told the manager what happened, and he goes, "Well, you know, once they get inside the theater, there isn't really anything we can do." I'm like, "Well, why didn't you tell me that before? They threatened to cut my head off. I don't have any insides anymore." Thank you guys, I'm Jason.